Welcome to Blazing Baseball, June 27th, 2023, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros, Yankees, and Marlins fans, possibly also the Reds now. And yeah, I like the White Sox because I did see them in Chicago, and the Yanks destroyed them. So
Well, that was good.
yeah, maybe they're my fourth favorite, and the Reds are my fifth. I don't know.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's good to
yesterday.
yes, it's good to like all the teams except for the Red Sox.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
Non-negotiable on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, yesterday the Orioles beat the Reds 10-3. The Brewers beat the Mets 2-1. The Braves beat the Twins 4-1. The Tigers beat the Rangers 7-2. The Angels beat the White Sox 2-1. And then the Mariners beat the Nats 8-4. But it was that game ended. There's a SI title. Sports Illustrated headline is Nationals Mariners game ended on the worst called strike. And MLB fans rightfully crushed the ump. And so, yeah, I saw the clip, and it was the top of the ninth, and the Nats were losing 4-8. Bases are loaded. There's two outs, and it's 1-2 count. And so the Nats have the possibility of tying at this bat, and it's completely to the right, and then the ump calls it a strike, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, the umps have always been poor.
Yeah, and just that catcher one was the worst call ever, because it's like, what do you want the catcher to do? Right. If that is like wrong, then what is the catcher supposed to do?
Yeah, he's supposed to take the guy out. And
yeah,
but that call was reviewed by
it was still wrong
umpires, and they made the mistake. So that makes it much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because the field umpire is going to make a mistake, but the umps that are in the box looking at slow motion replay are not supposed to make a mistake. Not like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like the scenario where I hope it would have been like an XFL review where they could explain that call, but they could. There's no explanation for it, and they didn't give one, and so it just really highlights how bad the umping is in baseball.
Yeah, it's problematic, but it always has been, and it's part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's history. Then, and if you try to write a complaint or if you protest the game, you never win. The only time I ever saw a win was when Kansas City Royals, Brett hit that home run, and then they called him out because he had the pine tar too far up the bat. It was an illegal bat. But the president of the Major League Baseball reversed the call and allowed the home run to count because he didn't think it was in good faith. So that was the only time I've seen a game get overturned by a protest.
Interesting.
Yep.
And so the Mets also lost yesterday. And so according to New York Post, sorry for mispronouncing the names of this podcast, by Mark W. Sanchez, the title is Steve Cohen promises, quote, straight, end quote, answers in Mets crisis press conference. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's the
Cats.
Yeah, the baseball problem where he has the most expensive payroll. They're not performing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're definitely the thief of the week again.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Alonso back. Alonso came back to power hitter. That's not enough for them. But, the Yankees aren't doing well either. So let's see what happens. The Yankees won on Sunday, and the Astros won on Sunday. So that was good. And they got a day off yesterday, both of them. So let's see what's happening today. The Astros won 6-5 over the Dodgers. And they're going to be going up against St. Louis today. Lineup popped in. Wilbur.
Yeah, so pitching for the Astros is Valdez with a 2.27 ERA, and pitching for the Cards is Jordan Montgomery with a 3.69 ERA. Up first for the Astros is Dubon at second base, and then Bregman at third base, and then Tucker at right field, and then Abreu at first base, and then Diaz at DH, and then Julks at left field, and then Pena at shortstop, and then McCormick at center field, and then Maldonado at catcher. Up first for the Cards is Edman at center field, and then Goldschmidt at first base, and then Arenado at third base, and then Contreras at DH, and then Walker at left field, and then Carlson at right field, and then Donovan at second base, and then DeJong at shortstop, and then Kneisner at catcher.
All right.
And so also in the news, according to CBS Sports by RJ Anderson, it says Cubs game on for now despite unhealthy air quality in Chicago. Similar situation to postponements in NYC.
Yeah, New York City had it too.
Mm-hmm. And it's caused once again by the Canadian wildfires still.
Yeah, blowing down south.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. It's so hot, they can't stop the fires.
Yeah.
That's it. They're burning.
So
Toxic smoke.
Yeah. So they might postpone some games today or maybe tomorrow, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, the Yankees are scheduled to play in Oakland against the Oakland A's tonight.
Yep.
The lineups just popped in. Well, for Oakland. You see him?
Yeah, I'm refreshing this page to double check on that. But yeah, it looks like for the A's, pitching is going to be Paul Blackburn with a 4.21 ERA. And then pitching for the Yanks is Johnny Brito with a 4.89 ERA. Up first for the A's is Kemp at second base, and then Noda at first base, and then Madej at left field, and then Brown at right field, and then Rooker at DH, and then Peterson at third base, and then Langeliers at catcher, and then Wade at shortstop, and then Ruiz at center field, and then still no lineup in for the Yanks yet.
Brito is 4-3 on the season. He's got 33 strikeouts, so he's pretty good. Let's see. And Blackburn has got a 4.21 earned run average. He's got no record, so we'll see how the pitching duel goes tonight. Hopefully the Yankees are going to sweep them. Get back on track.
Yep. And so starting in a few minutes is the Reds at Orioles, and the Padres at Pirates, and the Giants at Blue Jays, and the Marlins at Bum Sox, and the Brewers at Mets. And later today, we have the Twins at Braves, the Astros at Cards, the Tigers at Rangers, the Phillies at Cubs, the Guardians at Royals, the Dodgers at Rockies, the White Sox at Angels, the Nats at Mariners, the Rays at D-backs, and then the Yanks at A's.
All right. The Yankees are playing at 8:40 Central Standard Time in the Oakland Coliseum.
Yep. And then in the NL East, the Rays are 4 games over the Orioles. In the AL Central, the Twins are 1.5 games over the Guardians. And in the AL West, the Rangers are 5 games over the Angels and the Astros. In the NL East, the Braves are 6.5 games over the Marlins. In the NL Central, the Brewers are 0.5 game over the Reds. And in the NL West, the D-backs are 2.5 games over the Giants.
Yankees are 9.5 games back behind Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Any other baseball topics you want to go over today?
Well, Ohtani's still the top batter with a .630 slugging percentage, and Alvarez second with a .589. And on the pitching side, Astros are still first place in pitching with a 3.57 earned run average, followed up by the Rays with a 3.59. The Yankees are fourth with a 3.67 earned run average. So hopefully they both have good pitching outings tonight and win the game, get their pitching in order, and get some hits.
Yep. Also, I wanted to thank Cynthia for getting me that Reds hat at the baseball stadium. I said that I got it, but she was the one who got it for me. So,
All right, Cynthia, fantastic. A great pick.
oh yeah. Any baseball trivia for today?
Sure do. Lou Piniella, also known as Sweet Lou, the first designated hitter in World Series history, playing for the New York Yankees against the Cincinnati Reds in Game 1 of the 1976 World Series. Piniella led off the second inning with a double. That was the first designated hitter in World Series history, 1976, Yankees versus the Reds.
Nice. What does Wilbur have to say?
Yeah, Wilbur's happy. He likes being on the broadcast.
Yeah, I wonder if he even knows he's on the broadcast right now.
He knows.
Mm-hmm.
He's 15 years old.
I'm sorry?
He's 15 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
And any other topics you want to go over today?
No, just hoping for some wins tonight, and we're going to Blazing Balls next.
Yep, we'll catch you all in a minute. Peace.